So guys, so today we'll be looking at Pascal programming. Yes, Pascal, the topic that everybody dreads, or programming overall. But guess what? Programming is not hard enough. Once you understand the basic concept of it, it's actually easy. The first thing I'm going to do is actually show you where and how to get a compiler or an IDE to practice programming. But before I do that, let me say that if something is done or said in this particular video that you do not understand, feel free to leave me a comment below and I will respond as soon as possible. Additionally, if you're having a problem with any of your IT syllabus topics that you need assistance with, you can always shoot me an email at it_rmorgan@yahoo.com and I will respond video wise as soon as possible. Cool. Now let's jump into today's topic. Now if you do not have a Pascal compiler, you can basically go to Google. I've already gone to Google and you can just type in Pascal compiler and press enter. Now you have Bloodshed, that's the one that I use. It's an IDE, and IDE is basically an integrated development environment, right? You have the GNU Pascal, and there's another one called Easy Pascal. You can check that one out. You have Turbo Pascal, but as I said, I use Bloodshed Pascal, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on it. When you go onto Bloodshed website, it gives you a list of other compilers that are available. You have the C++ compiler, you have the Linux ones, but we're not interested in those anyway. But what you're going to do is scroll down to the bottom of the page, where you see Dev Pascal 1.92 free Pascal compiler. Look for the .exe file, meaning executable file, which will be able to run on your computer. So all you have to do is click on it and it will be downloaded to your computer. So you can download it to your thumb drive or your computer and install it on more than one computer. It doesn't matter, it's free, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, so it's been downloaded. I have already gone ahead and downloaded it, that's why I'm getting this error, so I'm just going to cancel it. Click OK. Now after you download and install your Pascal compiler, particular Bloodshed, the one that I'm using, and you open it, you'll get a screen looking like this, right? Now when you're going to write your program in Pascal, hold on, let me close on this to start from scratch. Give me a sec. So I'm going to copy that because I need it. Alright, so Dev Pascal, click on it, waiting on it. So after when you start up Dev Pascal for the first time, this is how it will look. It will give you a big gray background. So what you do, you go up to the toolbar and look for this little icon that looks like a paper folding on the right hand side. When you put your mouse over it, you should see a tooltip saying new source file. So all you have to do is click on it, right? It will give you some predefined outline, but here what? We're learning from scratch, so we don't need it, so we're just going to highlight and delete it. Alright? Now, the first thing that you should know about Pascal program is the format of the program. Alright? Now, every Pascal program must start with the word program. It must. Every Pascal program must begin with the word program. If you leave it out, you will be getting an error. If you leave it out in CXC, you will be losing marks. If you leave it out in the SBA, you will be losing marks, because what the examiners will be saying is that, hey, this person doesn't know what they are doing, right? They don't really know what they are doing. Alright, so as I'm saying, every Pascal program must begin with the word program. After the word program, where I have name of program in curly braces here, this is where you will give the name of your program. The name of the program, you make it up. Or if CXC give you a name that you should use, that is where it will go. So you have the word program, then you will have the name of your program, right? We'll talk about that in more details. Then you have the word const, and const is basically short form for constant, and you use the word const in your program if you are going to declare a constant. Not every program that you write will have the word const, so don't worry about it. Then after const, you declare var, and var is basically the shortening form for variable, right? Now, one thing that you need to be aware of is that if you're going to write a program and you're going to be using constant in it and variables, you must declare your constant before your variable. So in essence, the const must come before the var, or else your program will give you an error, and in CXC you will lose marks. Remember now guys, your const must be declared before your var. Now after you have your var, you will have the word begin, and the begin just symbolizes that, hey, the main part of your program start, or the body of your program will begin here, right? Then when your program is finished, you put an end with a full stop to symbolize to the compiler or the person reading the program like, hey, this is where my program stopped. So let's go over this one more time. Every Pascal program must begin with the word program. After the word program, you press the space bar, or if you are writing, you give a space, and then you give your program a name. Any name whatsoever related to the program that you're doing, or if it's in the exam and the CXC examiners give you a name, that is where it will go. After that, you have const, then var. Remember, a constant, const is just a shortened form for constant, var is just a short form for variable. Remember that a constant must be declared before a variable. The word begin here does symbolize this is where the main block or body of your program will begin. Then you have end here with a full stop, and this end with a full stop does symbolizes that your program